Alright, hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Everyone Enters Mirrors video. My name is Samarth Kabbur, and this is going to be more of an impromptu video. I don't have a slides presentation or even a script prepared. I'm just reading this off my mind, and that's because this is going to be my first video with my camera on, as in 4K 60 as usual. Direct your attention to the video here. You may know me from the 3D printing playlist, and yeah, I'll be adding more videos to that soon. Be prepared for that. Make sure to subscribe and keep your notification bell on. And today I'll be focusing on a video from our Killer Eye video that reached 100 views a few days ago, and thank you guys so much for that. But today, I know some of y'all are wondering, how does it actually work, Killer Eye? My teammates, they developed the first iteration of the code. I completely finished off the second iteration code. All the code here is my work, and you can find out more about that on the DevPost. It's quite simple actually. Here we have our DevPost on Killer Eye diagnosing Wilson's disease. If you don't know already, it's a web application to diagnose Wilson's disease using image classification through neural networks to detect Kayser-Fleischer rings. And these rings, they're like little copper rings around your iris that signify a buildup of copper. And if you visit our DevPost, link below in the description as usual, you'll be able to read through all of this. Here is our GitHub repo with all our code, and you can actually try out the project here. So we've got a live webcam, but the most important part of it, at least easier to use on most computers, is not Wilson's in it. Says Wilson's positive. And you'll also see this type of thing in the video on the DevPost too. But now let's go over to our code and find out how this actually works. So here we have our main website, pretty much where almost everything is hosted. And I have this code. It's kind of complicated if you're a beginner, but if you know basic JavaScript, HTML, you'll be able to find out most of it. I'm going to pull up VS Code over here, and I'm going to walk through most of the code. I'm not going to go over what every single thing does because that would take such a long time. But what I will tell y'all is how everything interacts with each other. So, going back to the DevPost, we put how it works over here. So I'll read through this really quick. The algorithm we used was a generic machine learning algorithm that we repurposed to be more lightweight to work for our use, and we trained it with some images of symptoms of Wilson's disease, which are Kayser-Fleischer rings, and also normal images of people without Wilson's disease. And we used, and then we just coded in the ML into a website and hackTAMS. So we won Best Beginner Team. If you are interested in that, I suggest you do apply to hackTAMS next year. But I'll go back to VS Code and start going over code. So as usual, you gotta declare your HTML, you got your title, which is not actually what you see over here. This and this are links to our DevPost. We just made them as a link. And image, title, picture. Going down, you got your button, on click, initialize webcam, that's just HTML. You got that, you got some divs over here, but what's the most important part is how to upload our model to our HTML site. So we got our machine learning algorithm actually from Teachable Machine. If you don't know about Teachable Machine, it's this really cool project from Google that allows you to create a machine learning algorithm. And what Google does, it takes this algorithm and they upload it to an online server. And what we did, we just simply pulled the algorithm from the server and brought it down over here. So here we just create some JavaScript scripts using the npm, and we pull the thing. This is actually the Teachable Machine learning algorithm that's hosted online. Okay. And then, so what I did here, I created a webcam code stuff, an async function to initialize the webcam. So whenever you click on the button that is over here, it runs this function, initialize webcam. So all that does, it creates It loads up the model, it sets up the webcam, and that's just simple Chrome stuff. It starts up the webcam, and it starts running the webcam images frame by frame through this loop into the machine learning algorithm. And what it starts doing through this loop, this is still the webcam setup because it's initialized on the webcam. It just starts running the frame by frame, animating it onto the canvas. And that's all done through the webcam root function, which runs when the window requests the animation frame. This keeps on looping and updating the webcam. And then we have the most important part, which is predict. Created a little if statement over here that takes in the webcam prediction from the predict method of the machine learning algorithm, runs it through this if function, and updates it through this div statement that you would have seen up there. And then the second part of it, which is very similar to the webcam, except that you don't have to animate the webcam. So instead of running every 30 frames per second or so through the machine learning algorithm, you just have to send one frame to the algorithm, run it through this again through the predict function, and which outputs it to the div statement up there. And this is some jQuery code which helps with uploading the image. So that jQuery, all it does, when you click on that image, it pulls up this file reader, which then puts the file into it makes the file available for the rest of the program to access. That's really the end of it. I put some stuff over here as source code, so whoever reads it can see what else we did. And yeah, that's how the killer eye, that's the code behind the killer eye, that's how it all works. Hope you enjoyed this video. This was my first impromptu video, and yeah, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and bye.